What's up everybody, this is DeanoGTO, and today we are looking at the winner of the 100 subscriber replay competition. So, if you don't know, the 100 subscriber replay competition ran about a month ago. Only announced the winner a couple of weeks ago, but that was because of some other stuff I had going on in the background. But yeah, about time I finally featured this replay, and this replay actually was played a month ago today. So yeah, that shows you how much I've been slacking lately in terms of like looking at the replays and stuff like that. But yeah, this is a pretty interesting game, and also I really like that it's in a Centurion 1 because this is the first time I'm seeing gameplay of a Centurion 1 with its newly improved turret. And let's just see, first shot of the game, no idea if that hit, because well, he went invisible just as Fujimore here fired. First shot from RU251 though, but here's the thing, I'm actually not exactly sure how much penetration an RU251 has these days. I know in the past it had either 180 or 190. These days though, I really don't know. I really cannot remember for the life of me. I feel like it's more than 200 now. I definitely feel like it's more than 200. But yeah, try a shot versus Super Conqueror, who's way off in the background there. Really not sure why you would take a Super Conqueror to that side. I mean, the Super Conqueror is built to be a hold down monster. That is its purpose. That's its entire playstyle. I really don't know why you would bring it over there. You would either have it at this ridgeline here, or you would have it on the hill. You would never bring it over here, because one, over there's a good chance somebody will manage to lip a shot into your lower plate, and there's also a good chance that somebody will be able to get your side armor because there's so many different positions people can shoot at you from, like Fujimore managed to do here. The tanks in front of him may have bounced a couple shots, but because Fujimore's to the side, he was able to get a shot in cleanly and penetrate his armor, more than likely. I haven't actually looked to see how much damage he actually did to the Super Conqueror, but that would be my assumption. So, SU-101 is spotted on the mid-ridge. Fujimore here is kind of focusing on him a bit, just to try and make sure that he's not just going to poke up and just derp a shot in his face and then fall back, which is entirely possible with that vehicle because it does have a 440 Alpha gun. I would guess that the Fujimore shot on the Super Conqueror probably did penetrate. He gets one more shot into him there. He tries that shot there. Now I know that one didn't penetrate because he got 342 spotting damage from that, as you can see. And that was the amount of health the Super Conqueror had remaining whenever he was last spotted. So we know that shot didn't hit. So we just need to figure out whether or not the first shot he fired hit. By the way, I'm just assuming it's a he. There's a good chance probably a girl, but I'm just using the word he because I think 95% of the Border Tanks player base is our male. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm using he. So apologies if that's wrong. I'll write it in the comment section if it does turn out to be a girl. So yeah, absolutely annihilating the Centurion 7-1 here. Centurion 7-1 made the same mistake as the Super Conqueror. Way too far back, way too out in the open, not using the turret. If you're not using the turret in those tanks, you're not doing it right. That's just my opinion on like those tanks and like how you play them. Like this thing here, I actually haven't talked too much about the Centurion itself. So this thing has a very weak hull. It's a big, very weak hull with, I believe, an ammo rack on this side of the tank here. Here. Because like the driver's on this side, you can tell because the driver viewports, I believe, are on this side. Yep, you can see there. And the ammo rack is on the other side. This tank has, as I said, a weak hull, but the turret has become incredibly powerful. Like, it went from being probably one of the most underwhelming turrets at tier 8 to probably being one of the strongest. Probably up there, not too far off things like the T-32. This is the thing though. They could see the hull. And because they could see the hull, Fujimore here just got ammo racked and tracked. And he sensibly used the repair kit in order to repair the tracks in order to fall back. So unfortunately now he's going to have to play with a broken ammo rack for a little while because he got a little unlucky in terms of like the time when he got spotted, and who knows what actually spotted him. Let's see, so he tries a shot over at the T-54. I'm not really sure if that was the best idea. Like the only reason I say that is because, well, he is ammo wrecked, and that is going to be kind of an issue, if I'm honest. So he chooses here now to load in a HE round, which makes sense considering the Scorpion's right in front of him. So let's see what's he going to do with this here now. Unfortunately, the Scorpion dies, which now means he's in the situation where he only has a little bit of shoot at. Personally, I probably would have been a little bit faster. Or I would have like fallen back a little bit, save round up dead Panzer III in front of him, and try to get a shot in the SU-101. But I can see why he did what he did there, and that got him a little bit more spotting damage. So overall, I would guess that that was probably the more efficient use of that high explosive shot. So, oops, didn't mean to do that. Hopefully I didn't cancel the recording. It didn't. Okay, cool. So now he's moving on the move here. His ammo rack is still damaged, so he's being very gung-ho here with the chassis firing. But he's overall had a really solid game already, so there's not really too much to complain about here when it comes to the way he's played the game. And when you see the XP total in this game, you'll see that well, it's better than a lot of the results I've been having in the last few months. Like, I haven't had a result as high XP as this in about 6 months, I would guess. And the last one I had that was that high, I think I couldn't use because of some twat in the chat, which I refused to put onto the channel because it was just very dodgy. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. So, getting a couple shots in this 183 pretty consistently actually, and just the only thing with the 183 is you need to be able to hit the side armor in order to penetrate at that sort of angle, and the side armor is very weak on that tank. So that was a really good game. That was 2200 damage done that we saw. He did have that one shot versus the Super Conqueror, and 7000 assistance damage, and 1400 damage blocked by armor. So that is pretty much his health pool blocked by its armor. And this was a tier 10 game, don't forget. So that's pretty damn impressive in my opinion. Like, this tank was able to tank its own HP pool in damage, and was also able to do 2200 damage, as well as doing 7000 spot damage. That's pretty incredible, and really nicely played the Fujimori here. So let's go on to the post-game stats. Okay, so we're back with the result screens. So first thing you notice is Worthney's tanker, which is kind of understandable considering, well, that's 1570 base XP. Just doing a quick bit of mental math there in regards to the XP total. So yeah, it's a bit of a monster game in a tier 8, especially considering he was in a tier 10 game. He wasn't just farming tier 6s or something. So really impressive result there. Also got a Patrol G medal, which is for, well, all of this. I mean, like every single tank that he damaged to in some shape or form, he also had spot damage for as well. So that was pretty monstrous there. Let's go on to the next screen. So next screen, let's see. So easily top of the team on the XP in the XP front, and also let's see, where's the other thing here? Also, in terms of damage, he was 4th on the team, only behind the M4 Rev, STRVS1, and WZ111 Model 5A. And the only person on the enemy team who managed to exceed his damage was the T-54. The FE-183 was actually out-damaged by a tier 8 medium. And by the way, we can tell from this damage total that that first shot on the Super Conqueror did actually hit and did actually penetrate. Also, actually thinking about it, this screen here kind of confirms it too. I actually kind of forgot about that for a second, not gonna lie. So, really impressive result. This is, like, this wasn't really about the damage. This was primarily about the assistance damage that Fujimori here managed to actually obtain in this match. And, I mean, just look at this Super Conqueror's game. Like, completely wrong side of the map for that machine. And look at how poorly, like, the damage total was. Look how poor the damage total was for that tank. And same with the Centurion. So Fujimori assisted in wrecking both of these vehicles. And look at how, both of them were on the same side of the map and were just out in the open. The Carnarvon, I think, got unlucky. He was in a position which should have been usable for him, but I think he moved his turret in the wrong way and he got just wrecked by all the tanks in the background. But these other two here were just completely out of position in my opinion. So yeah. It's also interesting to note, Fujimori, tier 8 medium, got 7,000 spotting damage. And then we look at the bottom of the team list. You see this. MX 1390 with 0 damage and 442 base XP. So yeah, let's go on to the next screen. So Fujimore fired 19 shots fired. Well, I should say Fujimore fired 19 shots. 12 direct hits, 9 penetrations, so a pretty consistent hit rate, or penetration rate, sorry, especially considering it's a tier 8 vehicle in a tier 10 game. 2,500 damage done, 2,200 or nearly 2,300 of it done from beyond 300 meters. 1,420 damage blocked by armor with 7,000 assistance damage. So, and also 38,000 credits made from that particular match. So overall, that was pretty solid gameplay by Fujimore there. That was pretty interesting to watch because it was Prokhorovka being played correctly rather than the way I play it, which is definitely not right in the slightest because, well, my playstyle doesn't really mesh well with Prokhorovka because I'm way too aggressive and like if I'm not defending a flank, I have to I want to push the flank. I don't really like hanging around in one position for too long. So yeah, it doesn't really mesh well with my playstyle, and I don't really have good games on it too often. But it was nice to see like an actually like well played game on Prokhorovka, considering like it's a map I am not good at all. Like everybody has a map they're not very good at. Prokhorovka's mine, which is a shame because it seems to be 50% of the map rotations, which is great. Um, so yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I really need to mention. Although I should just say I'm probably going to rebuy one of these things at some point. I remember liking it whenever I drove it, whenever it was in the standard definition model, probably about 4 years ago now. But it's been a long time, and I kind of feel like it's probably about time that I re-got it. But the thing is, I have about 7 tanks I need to buy back. I have to get a WZ-120. I have to buy an MX M445 again, which is something I'm really not excited about in the slightest. I have to have credits ready for the MX65T, and I think there's like 4 others I have to deal with as well, like T54E1 as well. God, there's so many tanks, and all of them are really high tier. But yeah, I'm gonna have to play with a lot of premium tanks and maybe like use some credit boosters, but I only have like 2 of them left, so oh no. But yeah, so thanks to Fujimore for sending this replay, and congratulations on winning the contest. A Mad Creature has already confirmed that they have got the gold, so it's good to know the gold was received successfully. I think that's pretty much everything now. So thanks for watching, everybody. Leave any comments section, leave any comments in the comment section below. Any feedback is appreciated. And yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.